Hi everyone, Nasia Davos here. Welcome to this video. In this video, let's talk about quitting smoking while living or spending a lot of time with another smoker. Maybe that's your spouse, your partner, your friends, family members, someone you share a house with, whatever it is. Maybe you want to quit smoking, but you feel you can't because you spend a lot of time or all of your time with a smoker. So it's hard to quit and hard to remain smoke-free, and you worry and you fear that you will be in a constant state of deprivation and constant risk of relapse. Now here's the thing. If the other smoker, your spouse, your friend, if they want to quit smoking and they're on the same level of desire to quit and willingness and preparation to do this, then it will be a great thing if you can quit smoking together. That's great. But if they're not willing or as ready as you, then that's okay. You have to let them be. You have to let them have their own journey. And it's okay because you can be a happy non-smoker without feeling deprived, even if you live with another smoker. Now, there are 3 reasons why it seems hard to quit smoking when you live with another smoker, and none of those reasons have to do with the other smoker. So let's talk about those 3 reasons, because understanding them will show you the solutions so you can handle those obstacles and remain smoke-free and quit smoking successfully. So the first reason is your locus of control. Locus of control is how much you believe you have control over certain events or areas in your life. So when you have an external locus of control, it means that you believe that most of the control in changing relies on external factors, something outside of you. This can be a person or a circumstance or an event, something outside of you. But when you have an internal locus of control, then it means that you believe that you have most of the power and control over changing. Now, there may be areas in your life where you have an external locus of control and other areas when you have an internal locus of control. And the thing is that you can succeed at anything when you have an internal locus of control. Because when external factors have most of the power over you making a change, then you will always wait for something. There will always be something, and you have actually no control over it. It's like you're waiting for the stars to be aligned so you can do what you know is right for you. And that's totally unreliable. So when it comes to quitting smoking, if you feel and believe that another person has most of the power over your success, that if they remain a smoker, it will make your life so much harder, then you may have an external locus of control in that effort, in your quit smoking effort. And the problem is with that is that even if your partner, let's say, they quit smoking for you to help you, then there will always be something. Maybe it will be the stressful project at work, or, the economy, or there will always be something outside of you that prevents you from quitting smoking. So instead of waiting for your partner to change so it can make your life easier, and I will explain in the next 2 points why this is not even the case, instead of waiting for them to change or expecting them or, guilting them, whatever it is, to change, because you're thinking to yourself, quitting smoking is the right thing for both of us. And even though you're right, this doesn't mean that you can make someone to quit smoking, and you know that, of course, from your own experience. So when you wait for someone else to change, then your success is conditional to someone else, to something outside of you. And that's external locus of control. That's a problem. Instead of that, put all the control back within you. Own your quit. Own your effort. You have most of the power over making that change. So own up to your success, own up to the change you want to make. So instead of waiting for someone to change or hoping for someone to change yourself so you can inspire them. Have a total shift in your mindset. Have an internal locus of control, because that is the key to success. Now, maybe you tell me that, okay, fine, but what if they're always around me and they smoke, and even if they're respectful and they don't smoke in my face, I still, have cigarettes around me all the time. Will this make me feel tempted? Will I not be thinking about it? So let's talk about the second reason why it seems hard to quit smoking when you live with another smoker, and that, again, is not the other smoker, but it's your desire for cigarettes. Quitting smoking is hard when you want to smoke, when you see a benefit in smoking, but then you don't allow yourself to get that benefit. When you see smoking as something you desire, as something you need, as something that adds value to your life, then you will quit and still miss it. And your spouse, your partner, your friend will have nothing to do with it. The real problem is that you desire smoking. That is the real problem. If you desire smoking, if you still see smoking as something you need or enjoy or have to have in your life, as something that improves your life or aspects of your life in any way, then you will miss it. You will miss it in your home. You will miss it when your partner is not there. You will miss it at any time. It's easy or maybe more tangible sometimes to focus on another person, but unless you change the real problem, which is your desire for smoking, your mental addiction, then there will always be a difficulty that seems to make quitting smoking hard or staying away from smoking hard. But the solution here is to stop desiring smoking, stop seeing smoking as something you want and need in your life to overcome the mental addiction, in other words. Because when you do that, you will not want to smoke. And how does that feel like? You will mentally choose not to smoke. You will just know that this is not for you. This is something you choose to not do anymore. This is something that another version of yourself did, and you have chosen to break away from that. And here's a big difference here. When someone quits smoking, but they're mentally addicted, so they have stopped smoking cigarettes, maybe with willpower, but they still think and feel like a smoker. So that is a mentally addicted non-smoker and an unhappy non-smoker. When we're like that, we may be angry at our partner for smoking and find it disrespectful and finding reasons to have arguments, but sometimes, or being too forceful or too vocal about being a non-smoker and how much better you are because of that as a person compared to your partner, all those things are really signs of the mental addiction, because it's like trying to convince yourself that you're a non-smoker because you have not really resolved that conflict inside of you, the conflict between wanting to smoke and wanting to be smoke-free. So that's not really what we're aiming for. We don't want to be a mentally deprived and addicted non-smoker. You want to be a happy non-smoker. And when you're mentally free from smoking, when you have overcome the mental addiction, then you can, of course, respect your own choice and your own boundaries, but at the same time respect the other person's choice to keep on smoking or to not be ready yet. Of course, you can share with them all the lovely benefits you're experiencing from being a non-smoker, and at the same time, you don't have to suffer secondhand smoke. Not that they would do that, but you don't have to do that just to prove that you're a non-smoker. Just allow the other person to have their own journey, their own timeline. You know from your own experience that you cannot force someone to quit smoking because it will not last. And the third reason that quitting smoking seems hard when you live with another smoker is, of course, the triggers. We are used to thinking that we have to avoid our smoking triggers, whether that's another person or any environment or our coffee or something. We have to avoid all smokers and all things that remind us to smoke so we can be non-smokers. But that's a problem, because you cannot change your life for the worse and feel like you're giving up parts of your life you enjoy just so you can be a non-smoker. That's, again, it will not allow you to remain a non-smoker long term. The key to succeed, you don't have to avoid your triggers. Instead, you have to encounter your triggers. You have to encounter your triggers as a non-smoker, because this is how you rewire your brain. This is how you rewire your brain. So let's say that you are used to smoking with your coffee, and you are worried that now as a non-smoker you cannot drink coffee because it's going to trigger you so much. But actually, the way to go about it is to experience coffee as a non-smoker, because when you do that, when you put yourself in a situation where you used to smoke and you don't, and you experience this new situation as a non-smoker and you have a positive, empowering mindset, see the previous point about overcoming the mental addiction. So when you experience a previous smoking trigger as a non-smoker, you rewire your brain because you're showing your brain new ways to be. You give your brain new information that, hey, this situation, this coffee drinking thing, it doesn't have to be paired with a cigarette, not anymore. So that's how you rewire your brain bit by bit. That's how it is. And even if you've been smoking for decades, you can rewire your brain because of neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to change and shape and rewire itself and form new connections at any age. So of course you can do that. So if anything, you should be thankful, because if your partner or significant other or your friend, your close friends, if they smoke, they actually give you opportunities to strengthen your non-smoker's identity and offer yourself new, fresh experiences as a non-smoker. They're not the obstacle. You can turn everything into an opportunity to become a happy non-smoker. And the thing is that everyone, they're on their own journey. You can encourage and inspire others, but you cannot force them to walk your path. So, 3 reasons why quitting smoking seems hard and what to do about it. First of all, your locus of control. Change your locus of control from external, so where external factors have most of the control over your success, to an internal, where you have most of the control and power over your success. Number 2, overcome the mental addiction, because if you do, it will not matter what other people choose to do. You will be done with smoking. And the CBQ method that this channel and this page is all about, it's all about overcoming the mental addiction with 4 quit smoking stages. And number 3, your triggers. Expose yourself, and it can be little by little if you're worried about this or it's a new thing. Expose yourself to your triggers as a non-smoker so you can give your brain new information, new ways to experience old situations. And my advice to you is to look for people who have done it. Look for people who are happy non-smokers while their spouse or friends continue to smoke or were smokers at the time when they quit. So see their mindset, their perspective, because what you focus on expands. So if you keep on focusing on how much your partner stops you from succeeding, then this is going to become a bigger problem. But if instead you change your focus and you focus on what's possible, on how other people are doing it, then you will get more of this in your life, and you will get more ideas, more resources. It will become part of your reality. So let me know in the comments, which reason do you feel applies to you the most? Let me know if you like this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.
If you want to quit smoking in a way that's easy, natural, and permanent, then you need to check out the CBQ method. The cognitive behavioral quitting method is based on psychology, and it has helped millions quit smoking and vaping in just 4 steps, in just 4 stages. The 4 stages of the CBQ method reprogram your brain and remove your desire to smoke so you can quit easily and naturally, even if you've tried everything but nothing has worked for you, and even if you've been smoking all your life and smoking is all you know. To learn more about the CBQ method and see how it can help you quit smoking for good, go to startcbq.com. This page is for you if you're trying to quit smoking and you want to see how this step-by-step process works, or if you've recently quit but you're struggling. This page will show you how the CBQ can help you and how to get started for free. So go to startcbq.com to learn more, and I'll see you there.